Right. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Praveen Tripathi and with me is the legend himself, Dr. Gobind Rai Garg sir. So, namaskar to both.
Hello everyone.
So guys, uh, now we would be talking about the detailed strategy about the INICET November 25 exam and also NEET PG 26 and INICET May 26 exam. I hope all of you can see and hear us. Yes, yes. All right, guys, we'll follow a simple pattern. I will complete the presentation with Goga sir, and later on in the end, we will ask questions. So there's no point asking questions as now. We'll take all the questions in the end. All right. So, Goga sir, we have some hard lessons from NEET PG 25. After the exam got over, you must have seen on social media, a lot of students said that this was the simplest exam, easiest exam. Claims were being made that you need to get at least 90% marks to get any kind of rank. In the end, the topper got 707 marks, which was actually lesser than what the topper got in NEET PG 24. So this exam was not easy at all. But then why did so many students feel so? The answer is very simple. A lot of students had very superficial preparation. They had done only PYQs or they had done only course very superficially. They looked at the question. The question appeared simple because most of the questions were from PYTs. But they were not simple PYQs, they were twisted PYQs. And that is why, in the end, the results were not in accordance to what students were thinking in the beginning. So it was not a simple paper at all. And some students got confused because of just looking at the question that these are very familiar questions. So it was not a simple exam at all. Before we make any strategy for either the INICET November or the next year exams, we need to know what went wrong. Because sir, we have been talking to multiple students. There are a couple of things that we have identified were wrong with the students. One of the problems was a lot of students had very superficial knowledge. The PYQs, which were exact repeats, they were able to do it, but even a bit of twisting, they could not do it. Second mistake, sir, that we found was they were not able to do revisions. And so the third mistake that you often talk about is GTs.
Not giving GTs.
Not giving GTs. On the day of the exam, they got anxious. And lastly, in fact, I would add two branches to it. Lot of students did not do MCQ practice properly. They kept on reading and revising the same notes again and again. Did not do enough MCQs. And finally, and this is something that we have been, shouting at the top of our voice that PYQs would always be important. There were certain students who kept on thinking that we'll do the PYQs in the end. They could never complete it. Okay, so do you want to add anything else?
Most of the things we have covered, but
Right.
again, before going further, we will
Mm.
discuss this again and again.
Mm.
So there are three pillars for PG entrance exams. Yeah. The first, obviously, is your conceptual and factual knowledge. Yeah. So nowadays, superficial will not work because previously, had you done just revise the PYQs, you get the enough knowledge to get a good rank. But nowadays, they are asking little deeper. Second thing is obviously the MCQ practice because exam is MCQ, so you need to know the MCQs thoroughly, and most importantly, you have to do the MCQs within time and reading all the options, rule out the options. Yeah, so that require practice. And third and the most important thing is grand test. So net practice before the actual exam. So you have to balance all three. Only then you can get a good rank.
And you will have to identify what went wrong in your case. You cannot take any corrective action until unless you identify what mistake did you make personally. All right. Now this is another important thing. A lot of students are confused that the same resource worked very well for me or very well for my friend did not work well for me. Why so? See, there's a reason. Say you are a topper throughout. From the first year, you were topping all the batches. You have read Robbins very nicely. You have read Ganong very nicely. You have also read Harrison's. In your case, anything would work. If you do not study much, just do a bit of questions. Even that would be enough for you to pass exam. Important thing is you have to ask yourself, how good are your concepts? If your concepts are very good, any resource would work. If your concepts are not so good, then going for shortcuts is going to harm you. So you have to identify yourself, you have to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and then take a call, right? That is why so many students are flabbergasted that, everybody was saying that let me do only rapid revision videos, or let me do only PYQs and I'll do get good marks in the exam. Did not work for everyone. So you have to be very careful about where you stand today.
So basically, I will like to add here that do not look at your friend, what he has done and it will work for me. So you need to first identify what need to be done. Yeah? So like if you do not have very good concepts and you directly go for short courses, so that will rather harm you, not benefit you.
Yeah. So today you have to take a decision, which exam do you want to target? Do you want to go for November INICET exam? Or do you want to go for NEET PG 26 or INICET 26 exam? While deciding it, you have to be very objective, you have to be very practical. In case you have studied well already and you made certain mistakes, you know that this is the small mistake that I made, or this is a strategic blunder that I made. But otherwise, you had studied well. You got a rank, say 25,000, 30,000, or maybe you are somebody who wants to improve. You got good rank. In fact, I've been talking to a lot of students on WhatsApp, and they got ranks like 1,800. But because they are good students, they want to get into a central institute. So for all these people, it makes sense that you go for November INICET. Say you are someone who did really bad. You could not complete the course, you were not studying, you started very late, your concepts are very weak. Then probably practically it is better that we take a 7-8 month period time and start preparing for the next year. So take the decision. Don't go for half-hearted preparation. We cannot say that okay, we have to prepare for NEET PG 26, but we'll also give INICET. You should give INICET no matter what. But in your head, you should be clear that this is the exam that I'm targeting, so that your preparation strategy is in accordance to the same.
So basically, suppose you have not very good preparation and you start targeting that first I will target INICET. If I do not get a good rank here, then I will target NEET. So then you will not be able to do both well because you have to complete within 3 months all the syllabus in for INICET. So you will try to take a shortcut because you have to complete everything. If you do not, if you get obviously good, but if you suppose do not get a very good rank because in INCT seats are very less, then you will start preparation for NEET after INICET. Again, same thing will happen. 2-3 months will left, and again you will get stuck. So you need to choose very carefully which exam you are targeting.
Yeah, and that has to be an objective analysis. We talked about certain things. Current rank that you got. Can you identify some mistake? Was it a minor mistake? Was it a major mistake? Is it the depth that you are lacking? You think about all these things and then take a call. All right. So our presentation will be for both the category of students. Initially, we'll talk about what needs to be done if you're preparing for INICET, and then we'll talk about what should be done if you're preparing for NEET PG 26 or INICET May 26. So starting with INICET, who should prepare? We just talked about it. I think if you got a good rank, you should prepare because the counseling process is notorious in our country. Likely the counseling process would continue on and on. So you can start preparing for INICET for sure. And see, if you're a student who is getting a good rank, you are getting 1,000 rank, 2,000 or 5,000, it means that a lot of work is already done. It is just a matter of just persevering with it, a little bit extra push, a bit more of push, and you have a great chance of entering into a central institute. Biggest obstacle would be the thought that ab ho gaya, I don't want to do it anymore, right? I would say that you have to be very realistic here also. If you have been studying and if you have the desire and if you can push yourself, you should definitely go for INICET. At the same time, if you are someone who is sick of this process, see, this entrance examination is a really bad journey. It is torturous journey for many people. And if you want to say that enough of this rat race, I do not want to continue with it. It's perfectly fine to take whatever you're getting in NEET PG and get out of it. This rank is important, but it's not going to determine everything in your life. So if you're sick of it, if you feel I can't do it anymore, if you feel that I just hate watching the faces of teachers and the notes and everything, leave it. Go for whatever you get in the NEET PG. But if you think you have that energy in yourself and if you can motivate yourself, exam is less than 3 months from today. It's a very wonderful option to get into a central institute. Take your call.
So basically, regarding this, whether you should prepare or you should take whatever you are getting, I've got so many calls from the students. So what I simply advise is ask yourself few questions. Like number one, whether you can prepare for another 6-8 months. Can you study? First is the most important question. If answer is no to this, then take whatever you want,
Right.
whatever you are getting.
Right.
Okay. Number two question is whether you think that you can improve significantly. Because if you have given already 100%, you have done almost everything we have discussed about, and you have given your best, and still the rank you have not get the desired rank, then I will advise you should settle. Settle. Yeah. But if you think that you can improve and you have stamina to study, then you should take a chance.
So that's just perfectly summed up. All right. Now let's talk about the INICT. We are around 80 days from the exam. I think it's on 9th of November. And these 80 days must be divided into 50 plus 20 plus 10. 50 is when you do the bulk of the studies. 20 is when you have the first revision. And 10 is when you have the final revision before the exam. Now, for the first 50 days, what we suggest is go through all the subjects. Of course, in NEET PG or INICT, you cannot leave anything. How to go with all the subjects? We have kept two options. Say you are studying from some other resource and you have a good grasp on that subject using that resource. Stick to it. But if you have studied from somewhere but you don't remember it, you don't have a grasp, you're not able to get the questions correct, then I would suggest you that switch to quick revision or mission rapid revision videos of Cerebellum, or in some cases mission videos. In the next or next to next slide, I will give you concrete recommendation about the resource that you should use if you are preparing for the INICT. You have to focus on INICT specific questions. Why? INICT is an exam which is known to focus more on first and second year, and they tend to be very specific about the topics that they ask. I mean, not entirely, a lot of it is overlapping, but still INICT tends to ask the same type of question.
There are some favorite topics of INICT examiners.
Yeah.
So usually those are not repeated in FMG and even for NEET PG.
Yeah.
And plus the topics are quite constant since many years.
Yeah.
So you need to thoroughly focus on that.
Right. So those MCQs, and then also late night PYQs. By now, late night PYQ is something that everybody talks about. So again, late night PYQs which are focused on INICT. Of course, NEET PG questions are also there, but focus on INICT. We talk about late night PYQs. What are they for those of you who have not used the Cerebellum till now? This is the schedule that we propose. So we already have a batch ongoing in Cerebellum. Today is 21st. So already 3 or 4 subjects have been taken. Right. So these are the test and discussion. So basically what happens is, say on 26th of August, biochemistry test would be taken, and there would be questions that you have to appear for, and then there would be a live discussion of those questions. These ENDs, as we call them, exam and discussions, have been very beneficial for all the students who attended these ENDs, for the simple reason, knowing, having knowledge of the subject is one thing. Using that knowledge to get the question correct is an entirely different endeavor, and even a more important endeavor. So how to approach a question, how to answer, how to rule out, if you are not able to remember everything, how to use whatever knowledge you have to answer, all these things are done in the ENDs. For biochemistry, I suggest this QRV, quick revision video, the rapid revision videos of Cerebellum. They're around 10 hours, right? So if you're sitting here on 21st, 10 hours probably will take you 2 days or 1.5 days. Do that, and the biochemistry is complete, and take the test.
So I like to add one thing. Many of the students, when we say you have to do this from quick revision videos, they consider them synonymous with the quick revision notes. So that is very big mistake you are making. If you are directly picking up the notes without listening to the videos, then half the knowledge you are not getting, because the concepts are taught in videos and then in short it is written in notes. So you are missing on those concepts. So we will advise strongly that you should follow videos, and after watching of videos, then you can go for notes.
In fact, if you're going directly with notes, you might end up spending more time also.
Yes.
Watching video is easier, right? And then when you read notes, it's like first revision happening there and then. So go with the rapid revision videos of Dr. Ankur Jain. They are like 10 hours. And since we still have 4 or 5 days, you can cover 1 or 2 of these subjects also. Then if you look at the schedule, it has been very nicely designed. Dermatology after 1 day. Pharma, we have given more days because of bigger subject comparatively. Medicine, we have divided into 2 parts. Goga sir, medicine in a day by Dr. Dilip, a 23-hour program. Sir, it broke all the records. As many as 52 questions came from this 24-hour program. I think I've never seen anything of this sort happening. And students, those of you who have been following Cerebellum, you must be remembering before NEET PG, like 1 month before NEET PG, I started saying that do medicine in a day, do medicine in a day, and whosoever does it will reap great benefits. And today the Telegram group is full of Dr. Dilip sir, you did this for me, you did that for me. This is like gold mine. Completing medicine, that too in less than 24 hours, a subject from which so many questions are asked, will give you a massive benefit. And when you start attending the ENDs of Dr. Dilip, you'll understand how different his approach is and how effective his approach is. We have got physiology, we have got microbiology, we have got PSM, ophthalmology, pathology, so on and so forth. By October 17th, we will complete it. You can see MERS written over here. What is this MERS? Basically, we'll be having two parallel batches. One would be focusing on the NEET PG next year. Another would be focusing on the current INICT. For some of the subjects, the test and discussions would be merged, but still they would be focusing primarily on the INICT. So by October 17th, we finish your this first lap, right? Then in the next 20 days, we have to revise. Whatever videos you are watching, you have to keep notes with you. You have to keep on underlining. In these 20 days, you will just revise those notes. And whatever information that you get, you will keep on adding it. Students keep on asking what notes. We suggest quick revision notes. They are concise also, but not so concise that it becomes difficult to revise them. It's a good balance between both the things. Enough explanation, but concise also. In the next lab, we'll have mini GTs, where there would be questions with video explanations, short explanations, 60 to 90-second explanations. So here what will happen, we will club 3 or 4 subjects together and a GT would be taken. It is called mini GT because not all subjects are being given. So basically I'll show the schedule like on 16th of October. And I think there has to be some changes to be made here. But anyways, we'll finalize the schedule in a couple of days. But basically, as you can see, 4 or 5 days are given to 3 or 4 subjects. So this is where you have to revise those subjects and then take that mini GT. So there are 5 mini GTs in which we'll try to complete the revision. And while these mini GTs are being taken and while you are revising everything, late night PYQs will continue. What are late night PYQs? Previous year question. Everybody knows that PYQs are very important, but doing PYQs is problematic because people start getting bored or they think that we'll do it in the end. The fund of latent PYQs, before you go to bed, the PYQs are given to you in a form of test. And the PYQs are not only from last 3, 4, 5 years, even AIMS exam before INICT, PYQs from there, older PYQs from NEET PG exam, all of them are given so that you become very strong in PYQs. We keep on saying that PYQs are the lowest hanging fruits. If you are strong in PYQs, you have a distinct advantage immediately. Okay, sir, what is so special about the mocks that Cerebellum does?
So regarding the mocks, the students who have given the exams, they can themselves tell that even for current NEET exam and even for FMG exam and INST last time. So I have taken around 50 interviews and around 40 of them students have said that we have plus minus 2 score of the last GT that we have given. So the mocks are made almost similar to the actual exam, which simulate very closely the actual exam. So we do not tend to impress the students by giving very difficult topics or rare topics. So the type of questions which are actually asked in the exam, we tend to give them. So, and these mocks are prepared by the faculty themselves. So these are not made from students, etc. So faculty themselves work very hard to make the questions which are almost similar to the actual exam.
So what is the idea of giving these short 60-second video explanations in the GTs and mocks?
So this is the major problem which many students talk to us, that we have given a GT, but we are not able to review it because there are long explanations. They tend to consume too much time and we are not able to review it for maybe 2 days, 3 days. So because when you have given GT, you have to revise. Same day, you have to find out your mistakes. So that's why we come up with the short explanations that subject teacher will explain the question within 60 to 90 seconds. So that within 3 hours, you can revise whole of the mock test and you can be thorough with the concept where you are going wrong.
In NEET PG, it was a game changer. 1500 very high quality question in 5 GTs, 5 mocks with the answers. The students were able to do it all and a lot of questions came from it. All right. So this is the schedule, the second lap, and finally in the Cerebellum we have the third lap called as Marathon INICT. In a span of 7 to 8 days, in around 70 to 80 hours, the entire course is revised live by the faculties, so that before you go into the examination hall, everything is very fresh in your mind. So this is what we have to do if you are preparing for INICT. Now let's talk about students who are targeting the next year exam, NEET PG 26 or INICT May 26.
So basically, some student was asking whether the schedule which is starting from tomorrow is it different. So this is that schedule which we are talking now.
So what is starting from tomorrow is this. The last one was a END schedule where you were supposed to study yourself and do ENDs. This is mission 3.0. Now, NEET PG may happen in March or April, we do not know, but we have at least 7-8 months. Now, what we need to do if we have to crack the exam? Before I start talking about this, today me and Goga sir are extremely confident about the mission program because the results speak for itself, right? In INICET, the mission program had 86% strike rate, enough to get you into top 5. And in NEET PG, again it had 90% strike rate, again enough to get you in NEET PG, and we have released videos with proper timestamps. Why are we talking about strike rates now? We have always been against the strike rate. The reason is these strike rates are very honest. Mission program is around a 450 to 500 hour program. There is no meaning of a strike rate until unless we tell what the denominator is. If I teach you for 2000 hours, my strike rate would always be 100%, right? But because the duration of program is limited 450 to 500 hours, something that can be completed, that can be revised multiple times, here the strike rate becomes important. So those of you who are preparing for NEET PG or INICET, and if this question is coming to you, can I rely completely on mission classes? The answer is a big yes, because the data speaks for itself. Now, if you have to crack NEET PG or INICET May, what do you need to do? Again, as Goga sir said, concepts are very important. See, of course, medical information is full of facts, but there is only so much that you can absorb. You cannot, put everything in your memory. You'll start forgetting things. So, whatever things that can be understood, you have to understand them. Things that can be answered with concepts, you have to answer them with concepts only. Don't try to memorize everything. And if we can say 50% of course can be 50% of course is conceptual, that will stay with you after once you read about it. It's a big advantage because the remaining 50% anyways you have to ratify, right? So concept building should go hand in hand with the facts. The first reading must be detailed. At the same time, it should be optimal. What is the meaning, Goga sir? What is the problem that students, the mistake that students make in the first reading?
So basically, in the first reading, student usually make two type of mistakes. Either they tend to finish the course and read very superficially, or they tend to spend too much time on few subjects only. So like they start studying medicine and they give 15-20 days to one subject, and then there is no time left for other subjects. So that is the big problem, that students do not know how much time is to be given to which subject. So see, this is the problem. So the onus has been taken by us. Now we say that as a faculty of psychiatry, my job is to give you a detailed first read, and then it's my job only to ensure at least 2 or 3 revisions. That is why mission programs work so well. It is the onus is now on the teacher. You have to do at least 2 revisions, preferably 3 or 4 revisions. Do loads of MCQ practice. Students sometimes think that let me complete the syllabus first, then I'll start doing MCQs. That's a approach which is very horrible. Will cause a lot of harm to your preparation. There should be no day where you have not done MCQs.
And guys, NEET PG 25 again proved the same thing that we have been saying all this while. PYQs remain the king. They may not ask the exact same PYQ, they may twist it a bit, but the question is going to be the same. Yesterday I was interviewing a student ranked under 200 or 300, and he said that he used to do late night PYQs of Cerebellum, and the benefit he said was there were many PYQs from NEET PG 14 or 2015 that were repeated in the exam. This happens. The teachers cannot bring new PYQs or new questions, so they will repeat it. Goga sir keeps on saying this thing that we are not here to impress you with difficult questions. We want to create questions that GTs that are like actual exam, and I think we have been doing very well in it. And finally, last 10-12 days, everything should come together. You should be able to revise it. So these are the components of Cerebellum Mission 3.0 program. I think one of the most important component is mission classes, which are live online classes. Goga sir, why did you decide to start the live online classes despite it being very difficult for the teachers?
So basically, the major pain point of the student was that they get the videos. Now onus is on the students to complete the videos. Number one, videos, when the student get a recorded videos, it can be of any duration. It may be 10,000 hours. The student is very fancied seeing that this is so much detail. But when he start doing, number one, because of so much detailed videos, they are not able to complete. Number two, even if the videos are shorter, students tend to get distracted.
Right.
So they will see the video for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Then one message came, they open the Instagram and then they scroll the reels, and 2 hours where they went, they never come to know. So we took the onus on us that we will make the student learn. So the live classes, basically why we have started is we want to mix the offline and online mode, because offline have their own advantages. Because when the student see in front of the teacher, stand in front of the teacher, number one, they will tend to complete the syllabus because they have no other option. They have to listen what the teacher is telling. And second, they can ask the doubts. Number two, offline advantage is that student get a teacher and student both get a limited time to complete the syllabus, so it cannot be the thousands of hours. So only the most important things which must are required should be done, and that is done. Then problem with offline teaching was the student has to go to the centers. Time is consumed in traveling. So offline center, another problem is that there may be big batches. There all the effective teachers, strong teachers cannot go. So some student teacher has to compromise on some subjects. So we have tend to mix that, so that, and plus long classes, 12 or 14 hour classes in offline. So student gets no time to self study.
Right.
So we have tried to mix these two things so that student can get the feeling of offline because teacher is standing in front of them. And second, they are limited duration classes, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 hours, and student get the enough time to self study, and there are minimal distractions. So we will try to summarize all of that.
Sir did talk about all the aspects beautifully. Just 2 points I want to add. One thing with recorded videos, the problem is you watch them at 1.5x. Still, you end up taking twice the time of the video because
Definitely.
you are rewinding and forwarding it. And one thing I can say very with a lot of confidence, if you are a post intern and if you have time, there is nothing better than mission class for you today, right? And this is a statement that I'm making, putting our putting everything on stake because we are very confident about it, right? So if you're a post intern, these are the classes. If you're an intern with light posting, again these are the classes for you. Don't miss on these.
So basically, if you have time, you can attend the live classes. You should go for it.
Right.
But if you do not have time, you can listen to recorded version of those live classes.
Yes. Then we keep on talking about the MCQs. So in Cerebellum, we have these ENDs, the exam and discussion. What happens is after every class, say Goga sir teaches for 5 days pharmacology, then he will take a pharma END. In the morning, you'll be given a question, say 75 questions, and in the evening, sir will come for a live discussion. What is the answer? What mistakes are you likely to make? How to solve an answer? Perhaps one of the most loved feature of Cerebellum app. Then we have midday modules. Now you guys use custom modules. You add certain tags and the module gets made. What we did, we thought that see the Q banks have lakhs of question. It's impossible to complete the Q bank, and even if you complete it with a superhuman effort, you cannot revise it. So we asked all the teachers that look at your Q bank and choose the best questions. So midday modules are basically custom modules made by teachers, right? That these questions must be completed by the student. So they are lesser in the number, but they have as much effectiveness. So that you develop a strong hold on PYQs. There is this late night PYQ which start in a subject wise manner and then later on it's mixed back. PYQ, late night PYQ, watch any video on Cerebellum YouTube channel. Everybody talks very highly about it because when you start getting these tests every day, it forces you to get into this habit of solving PYQs. The procrastination factor is taken care of. You get into this habit. A lot of students tell us that if I did not do PYQ at the night, I felt as if something was amiss and I had to do it. And for some of them who are living in a different time zone, they would do the first thing in the morning as PYQs. GTs we have talked about multiple times. This is something again which is a very important part of the structure of mission classes, that there are 3 labs, 1, 2 and 3. So what happens in lab 1? In lab 1, there are live online classes in which the complete course is the entire course is completed with test and discussions, with subject wise midday modules and late night PYQs, and of course GTs are going on. In the case of mission 3.0, we will be continuing till December 11th. So August 22nd, which is tomorrow, there is one entry point, August 22nd. There is another entry point, August 28th, with psychiatry class. What is the meaning of this? It means that if you start on August 22nd or August 28th, you will get all 19 subjects live. If you start later, then you'll have to watch some of the recorded videos. So we have got 2 entry points to mission program, new batches, if you want to call it that. 22nd and 28th. If you're watching this video, start from tomorrow. Why waste 6 days? Till December 11th, the entire course would be completed. As you can see, September, October, November, December, almost 110 days. And then hopefully by that time we would get to know the NEET PG plan. When is the date? Once we get to know about it, lab 2 will start. Now when we get say 3, it's likely it would not happen before at least March. Probably it will go till June. So if we have 4-5 months, lab 2 will again have live classes, again ENDs. And finally lab 3, which starts usually 15 days before the exam, so that you can complete everything in live classes before going to the exam. This structure of 3 labs perhaps is the biggest reason why mission program is so successful. Okay, sir, this is the program. 22nd of August, Dr. Ankur Jain is starting with biochemistry. 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, the classes started around 5:30 p.m., continue till 10:30. So around 25 hours. And on 26th, there would be END, the test and discussion. Right? 27th, there's a break. And then another entry point is psychiatry. That would be taught by me. So again, 3 days followed by 1 day of END. Similarly, medicine, you have got more days, 5 days plus 5 days, 12 days, 10 plus 2, 10 for teaching, 2 for ENDs. Pharma again 5 plus 1, so on and so forth. We'll keep on having certain breaks, and also there might be some adjustment in the schedule depending on the availability of teacher, but broadly it would be followed. Right? You can see here repeat classes. What is the meaning of it? Mission 3.0 batch 1 started like 2 months back. They would end here. Their lab 1 would end here. And then because the new students who are joining, they have not done those classes live, the repeat classes will be started. So for you who is joining now, these are the 19 subject schedule to be completed on 11th of December. After that, lab 2 would start. Now, how to use Mission 3.0? Students come in Cerebellum app, they see so many things and they are confused how to use it. First of all, why are there so many things in the Cerebellum app? The reason is one size fits all does not happen in the NEET PG or INICET. If you are somebody who is in the final prof, we say watch main videos. If you are somebody who's an intern with a very heavy duty, we say that focus primarily on the quick revision videos, and for some subjects you can use mission videos. If you are a post intern, we say blindly follow mission videos, and if you're an intern with light posting, again blindly follow mission videos, right? So different students want different things. That is why we have all these things put in the app. How to use it? Say today in the evening we have psychiatry class. From 5:30 till 11:30 or 12:30, 11:30 usually the class will continue. We'll have breaks in between, of course, after every 1.5 hours or so. Watch it live. It will give you a massive advantage. But for some reason you cannot watch it live, it would be uploaded in the app in the next day around say 12 noon. Watch it in the recorded manner. After that, in the day, do the midday module. Midday module is a custom module which will link to that subject. Do it and revise the class. In the class, you were sitting and you were just underlining your notes. And in the morning, just look at those notes. Your first revision is happening there and then. Your first MCQ practice is happening there and then. And in the night, you have late night PYQ marathon. Your PYQ practice is also happening there and then. So you are completing almost 100 MCQs from the day one. And because you have just read it, you are able to answer them, all of them. After 4 days or 3 days, we will have END. Say in psychiatry, we have 75 questions or 100 questions. Now we will see what kind of questions are asked in the exam and the approach to solving those questions. BTR, you can integrate with it. What we see is, so there are two ways of using BTR. Some students start with BTR and then go to the bigger resource like mission classes. Usually my preference is you go to the bigger resource first, like mission classes or quick revision video. After that, you can see BTR. The best part is majority of BTR is already covered when you do the mission classes. In case you find something new in BTR, you can just add it to your notes. The other approach also works. Start with BTR and go to the bigger resource, but it is likely to work better for those people who have very strong conceptual foundation. But either approach is okay. Grant tests will keep happening every 20 days. Do that and follow the labs. Right. This is something that we want to very stressfully say that leave it to us. This is a program which is not new now. It has got great success rate. This thing works. Strike rate also works. Schedule also works. Ranks also come. So you can follow the labs. Because anything on that?
So many students are asking about which notes to follow. I think
yeah. So see, let us answer. You guys are very fond of notes, right? See, if you're following mission classes, quick revision notes or mission workbook, both are okay. Very honestly speaking, students have given better review for quick revision notes. I think another advantage is they are concise. So in the end, you're able to revise it very quickly. Mission workbooks are also equally good for those people who like writing a bit. In both cases, you have to write a bit, and that's a good thing. If you're just listening passively to the lecture, it would not go inside your head. But if you have to write certain things, if you have to write sticky notes, it actually helps you. So if you were to ask me, I would say quick revision notes. Some teachers might say mission workbook, but both of them are usable. Pick one of them.
So basically, it depends upon you. If you want to write quite a lot, then took workbook, and if you do not want to write too much, then quick revision.
Shreya, no, you don't need main notes, either quick revision notes or the workbooks. We are coming to all these questions. All right. So when you take Mission 3.0, apart from these live classes, see, Mission 3.0 is the complete program. Whatever is in the app for PG preparation, everything is a part of Mission 3.0. Whether it is recorded main video, quick revision, rapid revision video, English video, Q Bank, GT, late night PYQ, BTR, whatever is in the app, it's a part of Mission 3.0. All right. So we have answered about the notes. I think quick revision notes are good, better. But if you have taken workbook, you would not miss out on anything. There might be one topic which is being taught in another slide than given in the text in the notes, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. What was the timing of the classes?
So classes usually start in the evening 5:30, and depending upon the teacher, they may run up to maybe 11:30. Sometimes only one or two teachers they take even till 12:31.
Your favorite Dr. Dilip sir loves taking classes till 12:30 or 1 also, but that's why he's getting such great results. Yoga sir, what if you miss a class?
So preferably do not try to miss a class. Try to attend the live classes, because that's the main thing why we have made live classes. But if you are not able to attend due to any reason, then you will get a recorded video. So watch the very next.
This is something that I want to answer. What if you have used another resource? We used to say, if you watch our older videos, that if you had a strong hold on it, you can continue with it. And this is what we said for INICET also. But if you're preparing for next year, I think you can easily switch also to the mission videos. Reason being, see, the mission video is synced with the lab 2 and lab 3, right? So there would be a continuity, and that is going to help you a lot. And finally, content is almost similar. It's not that other institutes are teaching something else, we are teaching something else. But the structure that is there in Cerebellum, it becomes better when you're following this video, right? So
And I'm saying with conviction that if you switch and come here, you will not regret.
yeah, that is a given. What if you are only a BTR subscriber? What we suggest is a lot of things are happening in the mission program, and you can upgrade to the mission pack, and there's this coupon code called as BTR upgrade, which gives you I think 10,000 of discount, some major discount, so that you don't have to spend money again, right? What we feel is students tend to some students tend to use BTR and some other resource. Why do that? Even the mission classes and BTR are at some level sync content wise, so you can get everything at one place. All right, so how to enroll? You just have to go to the website, look at the plans. You'll find mission plans for NEET PG and INICET. So this is the main plan. This includes everything, right? Whatever we are doing. It includes ENDs also. If you want only to follow test and discussion, you don't want late night PYQs, you don't want to do lectures, you don't want to do live classes, you can go for only END plans also. This is, I think, a 3-month plan till INICET, and this is a generalized END plan where you get only test and discussions, Q Bank, and I think marathon. But the difference in the cost is not so much. When you take this, it is actually economical also. And finally, our experience is everybody finally takes this plan. Whether they start with Pharma Pack, whether they start with BTR, whether they start with Prof Pack, finally everybody upgrades to Mission 3.0. So you can do it in the first step itself. All right, let's take the questions now, sir.
And guys, you can ask the questions now.
Abhi, we are reading the questions from here on. Mridul is saying, if a person is starting from scratch, can she join Mission 3.0? Mridul, if you are starting from scratch, Mission 3.0 is the program for you. As we discussed, it covers all the points.
Those who have surpassed extension window, can anything be done, please?
ये सब marketing team से पूछना है. Let's focus on the content part. So regarding the PDFs, yes, before every mission class, the unannotated PDF is shared with you. If you want, you can use it. But again, we would say take the quick revision notes. It's better. कहाँ PDF इकट्ठा करते रहोगे? And some of them print it, then keeping it together, it becomes a hassle. But yes, but we will provide you PDFs.
We will provide PDF, but I keep on saying in my classes also that keep on counting how many PDF you have in your mobile. I mean, they may be in 50,000.
So somebody is asking when to watch BTR after mission. So this is what I said. Say today you did mission class in the morning or next day. You can just go through the BTR notes. Majority of it would be already covered. So you not miss on to anything. But that is the time to watch.
And you can revise quickly also.
Yeah. Midday module timing usually 1:30 p.m. It would be announced. I think midday modules are starting from day after tomorrow with biochemistry. All right. Rohan, topic wise PYQs वो भी हो जाएगा, don't worry. Aditi Jain, can we go for Mission 3.0 for INICET November? Aditi, see, Mission 3.0 is a very extensive program and you may not have enough time before INICET November. You have to do 2 revisions. So the first part of the presentation was about INICET November and I have suggested resources, primarily the quick revision videos.
So let me give a little more idea.
Please.
There are many students who are who think that they may not be that good for INICT, but still they do not want to leave that. So my suggestion will be you follow the mission program, keep on making 6, 7, 8 subjects, whatever are done in the mission till that time stronger, and at the end attend the INICT marathon. Yeah, so that you have a good chance for INICT also, and your preparation for NEET is also not hampered.
Shruti is asking a very good question. Sir, as an intern, we can manage only 5 hours. Is that enough? Shruti, so a lot of students who are currently in Mission 3.0 are interns. The good thing is, if you do not have too many duties, and if you come back home by say 4 or 5 o'clock, in fact, the timing 5:30 is kept like this because people who are interns, who are in jobs, everybody can attend it. From 5:30 to 10:30 or whatever time it is, do the class. In the daytime, when you are sitting in the hospital and chatting with your friends, you can just revise the notes because the course is getting completed in the live class. You can use the daytime for the question answering and the revision, right? Because studying by yourself using videos becomes difficult in the hospital, but something that you have read yesterday, revising it is not so difficult. So 100% you can do it. But if you have a very hectic internship, probably the better resource would be quick revision videos.
Is it okay to follow main notes with mission lectures? Adityan, if you have already taken the main notes, there will not be a problem. You just can underline the important things in the main notes because main notes will be little extensive. But if you have not opted till now, then we will advise better will be quick revision or mission workbooks.
I would still advise go with quick revision notes. It would be easier to revise in the end, right? Although you can use marking and all with main notes also. But all right, okay. Somebody's asking, are workbook and live class videos same? I think you are talking about being in sync. Yes, majority of them are in sync. In some subject, in some segment, you may face a problem, but majority of it is synced. Aditya is asking how many questions to be done in a day. Aditya, again, around 50 questions in late night PYQ and around 30 questions in midday module. We have already made a schedule. We'll keep on giving you the questions the same way, but ensure that you follow them. Don't let them pile up. Sir, please take this question. Minal is saying, if I'm doing job with 2 days per week, will it be feasible to do mission classes?
Yes, definitely. Minal, you need to do a little extra effort because you need to cover those 2 days. Yeah? So you can find the time every day rest of the 5 days to cover the backlog.
And see, all these classes are recorded because we know that some students cannot watch it live, right? Also, guys, please remember the good thing about the live classes is, say if I'm teaching you psychiatry in recorded videos and I teach for 4 hours, that's very condensed. It might take you 7 hours to complete it. But if I'm teaching you psychiatry live in 4 hours, you would cover it in 4 hours only. बीच में कुछ मजाक भी होगा, बीच में कोई एग्जांपल भी दिया जाएगा, बीच में कोई इंटरेक्शन भी होगा. So it's not so dense. So it is easy to cover. Lashmika Rawal, are midday modules subject wise? Yes, Lashmika, to start with. In the first lab, they are subject wise. Moam Raviji, the late night yoga. योगा नहीं है भाई, PYQs है. क्या क्वेश्चन था?
Moam is asking it is chapter wise and late and PYQs.
So they are subject wise and grossly in sync with whatever has been taught in the on that day in the live class. Raj, we believe mission classes are more elaborate, better depth. They would cover everything, and it's easy to complete BTR once you have done the mission classes. Sagarika is saying a rank of 63,000 in this NEET. Any hope of getting below 1K in I9? So Goga sir will answer this. He's a champion of interviews. Sir, your experience.
Sagarika, basically anything is possible. but you need to answer few questions yourself, that where you are lagging. So if you think that you have not prepared well and silly mistakes were done, then you should go for INICT. Definitely you can get within 1000. But if you think that there is lot of conceptual knowledge lacking, then I will advise that you should go for the NEET PG and in between give INICT after attending the marathon, so that your preparation for NEET is not hampered.
Somebody is saying follow only BTR. See, even if you look at the ZNMM's video, ma'am never says that do BTR only. Ma'am says that make the BTR the framework and add different things to it. See, we need to have a bit more depth, more coverage to get good ranks. So I think only is not suggested by anybody. We have already taken.
What about champions batch? Is it different from mission plan? Who is the
Ahmed, Mr. Ahmed, Dr. Ahmed.
Arham Ahmed. Arham champions batch is an offline batch which is being conducted at Hyderabad. So if you are from Hyderabad or nearby area and you prefer doing offline classes, you can join that. Mission is an online program.
Shubham is saying my rank is 1.8 thousand. What can I do, Shubham? If you have rank of 1800, it shows that you already have a good grasp on the concepts and facts. I think you should try very hard for INICT. There's a good chance that you will get selected.
Raj, why Raj, you are repeating the same question again and again? We have already answered.
उसने एक बार में सारे कर दूंगे मेरा दिख जाए. हाँ बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन यार थोड़ा धीरे धीरे पूछो भाई.
Sir, please guide. I am not improving. Smarty Shubham, if you are not improving, I will give you one advice that whenever you give any GT or END, so whichever questions are wrong, particularly those topics where you have made two mistakes, you have made two questions wrong or more than two questions wrong, please read those topics from the main videos. Only selected topics, you do not need to read whole main videos. So then you will start improving.
What is saying cerebellum RR? Yeah, you can do that. We just took that question. That if you are an intern, you have less time, then RR is perfectly fine.
Dr. Khan is saying in pharma, do we have to use main notes for concept or quick revision? But a quick revision is mainly for revision purpose. Mission videos will be the ideal thing.
नीचे आते हैं. Strategy for FMG July past, sir.
So I think we have already made that program.
पिछले बार के लिए बनाया था.
We'll make that quickly. जल्दी बना देंगे.
But mota
classes have already started.
Follow this program, bhai. Follow this program. You already have done mission 200 plus. You know the structure. Just follow this. Aman Kumar, sir, people are saying 90% came from cerebral mission classes. Is it true? Aman, it is true, and we have uploaded a video with the timestamps. So you don't have to believe us. In case you want to check, please go ahead and check it. How many GTs are required before PG 26? See, we advise initially to start with once in 3 weeks. Then we go towards once in 2 weeks, and later on maybe once in 10 days or 7 days also. I think some of these students have joined late. Julie Verma is asking, should I watch main videos or rapid revision videos enough? Julie, we said that if you are a post-intern, go with the mission classes. If you're an intern with very hectic duty, go with the rapid revision videos. Yeah, Upulla Vigneshwari, sir, can we understand medicine classes of mission if you are starting from scratch? The answer is a big yes. Initially, we gave Dilip sir 7 days to complete, but sir was not happy with it. He wanted to complete everything and that at a good speed. So he ended up taking 12 days. There's a reason why medicine continues for 12 days. Even if you're starting from scratch, you should be able to follow it. But most importantly, the entire medicine gets covered. And I don't need to tell you how many questions come from medicine.
One is saying the schedule which we have given for INIT END is different from that which is given.
So some of it has been changed because the result got announced and we had to merge some classes. I think it would be updated quickly. रोहन 1 point कुछ भाई थोड़ा धीरे धीरे क्वेश्चन पूछो यार. The first time we are not
Rohan
able
saying
to
1.6 lakh rank, can I improve? Better Rohan, I have taken interviews last year also and this year also of several students who were below 1.5 lakh, and recently they have got 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. There are plenty of examples. So definitely you can improve. Only important thing is you should be honest to yourself and study smart and do hard work.
For those of you who want to start with rapid revision videos at this point of time, when you're preparing for the next year, we would not advise it. In fact, it is weird that sir, 3-4 years back, rapid revision videos were started so that there's something to complete in the
Yes.
end. You cannot make it the entire preparation, right? Until unless you are very good in concepts and you have studied very well in your prof exams, right? So otherwise, at least mission you have to start, because main videos cannot be completed. We understand, but anything less than that would not be advisable.
So basically, guys, just try to understand the name revision is for some purpose. They are named as revision videos because they are for revision. Do not try to make them the main videos, and do not think that they are smaller, we can quickly finish. You will end up spending more time because you need to understand the concept to remember the thing.
I'll tell you one thing. One of the students, sir, I was interviewing him yesterday. He said that he studied from the marathon classes. So marathon, as I said, is the 7 or 8 day last 70-hour classes. So they are uploaded in the app. What he did, he used those 70-80 hours of classes to do the final study, and he passed. Then I talked to him in details. He told me that he had been using main videos for quite many years, and then he started using marathon in the end. Now, when somebody watches that interview, he may feel those 70 hours are enough of marathon classes, but that's a trap. It may appear that 70 hours got you rank 300, but that's not true. You are discounting the hundreds of hours of main videos that he had watched in the past. So you have to be very honest to yourself. If you are very good in concepts, do anything, you will get selected. And if you're not, do not start with marathon or only rapid revision. Go with at least quick this mission videos.
तो बेसिकली जस्ट लाइक इन माय क्लासेस आई कीप ऑन सेइंग दैट कि अगर कोई आपको कह रहा है कि मैं 2 घंटे पढ़ के आया और मेरे याद हो गया, तो वो झूठ बोल रहा है. वो 4 घंटे अपने घर पे बैठ के भी पढ़ा है. ठीक है, तो सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग इफ समवन इज सेइंग दैट दे हैव डन ओनली दिस स्मॉल कोर्स एंड गॉट सिलेक्टेड. नो, ही हैज स्टडीड 5 years फ्रॉम द मेन वीडियोस और मेन बुक्स.
Kanika is saying that she is a FMG who has just passed. Can she get a good rank? Kanika, those days are long gone when FMGs or even students from private college were not getting good ranks. Last year, rank 9 or rank 10 was the FMG student. So those days are gone. Anybody who studies hard for 8 or 9 months would get a great rank.
So now it's a level playing field. If you work hard, you are sincere, then doesn't matter which college you are from.
You are saying, sir, why are you following quick revision note? We are saying quick revision notes because we want you to add things that we do in the mission classes, and you have those concise notes for revision. We have to, strike the balance between basically we have to find out the optimal content that we have to study. Not too much that it cannot be revised, not too less that the concept will not get formed. And that is why we insist on mission videos.
So basically, one student called me yesterday and he said that, sir, you asked me to follow quick revision notes, and your mission class is not, you are telling too much as compared to. So, but I am not telling too much. I told him that I am telling the concept, and the crux of that concept is written in the notes. Clear? So, do not keep on adding everything. Only add extra information. Do not try to add concept, because once a concept is told to you, you will remember them. In the end, you need to revise them. So, do not make them too bulky.
Krishna is saying, how can I follow midday modules? I am a student of Champions batch. So what you can do is, see, all these midday modules would be uploaded in the app. Whatever classes are happening in the Champions batch, you can do the midday module of that subject. As simple as that. Subject wise filter in bookmark section. Okay, that we will convey to the tech team. Priyadarshini is saying, 3-month plan for November. How many cycles will be conducted? Priyadarshini, we have covered it in detail in the beginning of this live session. You can just go back and see it. I think questions are getting repeated now.
Someone is saying, can you provide all the workbooks once for a subject? Difficult to print every day. But PDFs we cannot provide earlier, because most of the teachers, they make last minute changes. So we can provide PDF only the last day or maybe a day before.
And like now the mission classes will start. We'll have to add things which were asked in NEET PG. We'll have to give more importance to things that were asked in UPSC. So those things continue.
In fact, even for pharma class, like I keep on waiting till last. Maybe some new drugs have come, so I need to add. So we'll want to give you latest information. Should I use the hard copy notes or PDF one? I am a strong fan of PDF. These hard copies. PDF, you will have plenty of PDF in your mobile and you will never see them.
All right, I think, sir, the questions are now getting repeated only. So we have covered everything. So students, just the to sum up the entire session, the crux of the matter is, if you did well in the exam, if you did reasonably well, if you got say 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, and if you made certain mistakes because of which you could not get your desired rank, then go for INICT November. The beginning of the session, we talked about a plan, 2.5 months plan, which will help you crack the INICT. If you were weak in concepts, you could not do well, and if you feel that you are focusing more on NEET PG 26, then you have to have a plan more in depth, uh, more intensive resources. Go with Mission 3.0 batch, which is starting on 22nd of August, which means tomorrow, and 28th of August. And rest everything we have covered. I think you can just rewind and see the video. So see you tomorrow. I think we'll be coming in the class of Ankur sir if possible. Else you will see me on 28th. Keep studying well. Mission program you can trust upon. By grade wise, great. And if you are a part of Telegram group, you must have seen how many students got selected. So yeah, everything is sorted out. Study hard, do well, all the best.
All the best, guys. Just believe.